name is Katrina, and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, Season 2, Episode 18. And our Season 2 is titled The Tower, a City in Peril. And I think that is becoming evidently clearer and clearer as the nights prolong.
Not at all.
I think there are excrements in the vents.
In the vent. Well, as per usual, please give a good welcome to my lovely players as well as their characters.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I'm frightened. No, I'm Siobhan Price, Toyador, 10th generation. And yeah, still frightened.
Hi, I'm Toya, and let me say on behalf of the rest of the players that we who are about to die salute you. I'm playing Christopher Masters, a 10th generation Ventru.
Hello, I'm Örjan. I play Sean Beanson. 10th generation, really scared gangrel. Why did we visit the hunter? Why? No, seriously, why?
I don't know.
Because the alternative was worse, which says a lot about how fucked we are right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You're into it, so.
I hope we brought some lube.
You don't need lube.
There's always time for lube.
You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve lube. It's gonna be a dry entry to this.
What we need is aloe vera for the burn damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me set the stage. Our vampires have driven to meet this infamous Cal underneath an underpass of a bridge this very dark and stormy night. As those enter there, they see this very scary, rapey van. Trixie runs out, and as she does so, the side door of the van opens, and this individual, weathered, scarred, clearly battle-worn character that emanates, what's the word?
Emanates?
Yeah. Emanates confidence and a weird sense of power. Greets you. And finally we meet. As he says that, another figure slides out of the van, and you recognize her as Kitty Cat.
Top of the morning, evening thing.
Miss? And I look at Kitty Cat and give her a nod.
Young miss.
Back.
I'm in the background and I don't actually greet any of them.
He looks you guys up and down. You're still so young. You can still see the humanity dripping off you.
No, that's the rain.
I know you have been looking for me.
That is true. That is true. We hope we might come to a form of understanding. But no, as I understand it, as Trixie told our common friend, we might have an enemy in common.
We do. I don't carry much love for your kind. And a part of me is revolted to be dealing with you. You are just a whisper and a memory of what you once were. You see, Kitty Cat, Cal, please.
No, I actually understand the man. And in a lot of ways he's doing good, but we're still just people.
You're not people anymore.
Oh no, we're not human anymore. We're still people.
Almost like he giggles. Yeah, it's interesting that you think that.
Putting that aside, though, there is. I understand your position and understand your drive, but there's a lot you do not understand and know about our kind.
That might be true.
And to be honest, humans, there are a lot more fucked up, evil, nasty fuckers that are quite human. They're more evil than us.
I'm sure there is, but that is not my job, and that's not my concern. My concern and my job is to push back the hordes of monsters that prey on humanity. Unnatural things like you three are. Undead things that don't know they're dead things like you three are.
I understand that, but what you don't see is that there is an order. There is a self-regulating influence within our kind society that, if removed, if disrupted, would let loose those who no longer wish any sort of restraint.
I know this. Christopher, is it?
At your service.
I know this. I know that what you are has a system and organization, and you have levels depending on how old you get to be. And you get more dangerous and more vile as you age.
Partially true, but without the system, without the rules that binds us from, well, giving into our beastly nature, the alternative will not be any of our kind, but it will be unfettered havoc by those who view humans as nothing else than food or playthings.
I understand that, and that is the reason why we are meeting. And the only reason why we three are meeting is I had to choose a lesser evil. Don't think I'm doing this because all of a sudden I deem your cause just, or that I have compassion for what you are. You are vile, you are unnatural, and you don't belong. But in this world are fucked up shit and beasts and monsters that lurk in the night and harm and hunt on humanity. You three are the lesser evil, and you three are a way in for me to get in to what's really nasty and what's really bad.
Our common enemy.
Indeed. So, this is not a kumbaya moment. This is not meeting of friends or allies. You need me. And I find myself, well, in somewhat of a need of you.
An line of necessity.
I just want to make it crystal clear of my intentions here. So you don't misunderstand my intentions of this meeting.
Oh no, they're quite clear.
I would be perfectly happy to see you undone. Don't give me reason to make it so.
We will not, but I do assure you that the tide that is building up, We are probably the only ones dedicated wholeheartedly to stop it.
Our common enemy is a foe I have been fighting for years. I don't think you three and me are gonna just mosey on along and take them out this night.
Does this have anything to do with why you wanted to... Well, why you were at my club?
Part of it, yes.
You need to give us a little bit more on that, if you please.
Yeah, this is
That
not the time to be vague.
And I will not talk in riddles. That club
Thank you.
is a part of an ongoing search for a way in to get to our common enemy.
How so?
That club, there's stories in the walls. I can see things you can't even imagine. Sometimes I need elements and things from that place to learn more.
Such as?
I know for a fact the garage is a hot spot from the dark memories of dirty deeds done by this foe. He has a natural capability to even hide his true nature, even from my gaze. Every time I get close, he seems to slip out of my hands.
And this enemy, is he of our kind?
Yeah, he is. I know this for sure.
Have you seen him?
I see a side of him.
So not his true physical visage.
He bestows very great power.
So he's an old fucker.
If he's not old, he knows old things. And whatever he's been doing it for a very long time. He has murdered and killed people for a very long time.
What makes him so special compared to the rest of us as scums?
The way he kills them and what he does to them.
And what does he do?
He leaves them wounded and broken. He carves symbols into them. Destroys the soul.
For what purpose?
He's doing something dirty and dark and chaotic. I think his end game is quite destructive for the city total.
I believe you're correct. I believe he wishes to see it burn.
That's the reason why we four, well, you three and me, are speaking. My visions, they keep me, my eye, constantly looking at your endeavors, of your story. My visions tell me not to end your being, because you are key parts of maybe perhaps saving the city.
I wonder if you had had that power before we returned, that this would have been a completely different scenario.
I don't necessarily
so much
see
for helping humans.
I am but one man. And there are thousands of souls being tormented by supernatural creatures in this city. I am given what is needed when it's needed. You should be thankful I'm here now.
You see parts of his visage. Describe what you know.
The story that you three are part of is old, older than the Boston's grounds of Massachusetts. It comes from another land. I'm not giving the name of the land or where it is, but I'm presuming it's Europe. This evil thing, this vile villain, feel whatever happened there, he was betrayed. Something was taken from him. Something so precious that he decided to wait. Until the fruit of his vengeance was so ripe, and the catastrophe of his revenge would be so enormous that the world would feel it.
As we suspected.
Maybe you know more about that than I do. I see it in images.
All we know is that something happened in the old country in Europe. Berlin. It caused a trio of our kind to come here. And it's a story that is hushed up, not talked about. Maybe because the wounds are still fresh, maybe because no one wishes to do that.
That makes sense. I keep on seeing a king and a queen and a prince and a card that says Duke.
The Duke. The prince.
And I'm not speaking in riddles. I am a seer, and the heralds are a tricky sort. He almost smiles and like almost smirking, like he has an intimate relationship with them, like cheeky fuckers.
The prince is the prince of this city, or kind's leader here. He became that when he came over here. And we do believe is the target of this vengeance. But it struck more than him. It cost the unlives of 3 of our kind.
I know, I have seen.
In that way also harming others who came from the same place. Probably all of them involved in whatever scandal or whatever thing that drove them away from the old country they come here. And this enemy, this hidden enemy, must have been wounded in that affair. And has spent all this time cultivating his vengeance.
And now that time has come. I've seen all the signs that now the cogs are turning and the clock is ticking down. If you can hear it, it is almost like a clock of doom. I do hear it very clearly.
The Duke you see, describe him.
He's only dressed in black. He does not show his true nature to me. I feel it's a dual thing. Something so dark, it's capable even to hide itself from my prying eyes. And that is quite the feat, believe me.
There is one with the nickname the Duke in this city of our kind. We are uncertain if he's a pawn in the game or...
The main player.
Yes, but I believe if he isn't the main player, then he is not what he pretends to be to us. If he is the main player, his facade is merely another illusion that he wears in our company. As he has a position of power.
I know something have happened this night. I have seen it. Trixie, the sweet thing she is, has confirmed it.
What did you see?
A pawn on the board lost his head. Pawn of the king. Scared king. King Lear. King going mad. Poisoned by a chalice, dripping ever so slightly bitterness into him.
Describe the... You said you saw a king and a queen and a prince. Did you see their faces?
You ask so much, Christopher. Let's do one thing at a time. I know this night that you are in a bit of trouble.
We will quite possibly be blamed for this lopping of heads.
Yes, I've seen your death. But I can prevent that.
How?
Well, we are glad.
Why?
We can take the fall.
Excellent.
Wouldn't that be easy? Wouldn't that buy time?
What do you want in return? You mentioned access.
I want our common enemy dead.
Well, that makes
But
four
I
of us.
also... Yes. But I also want... You might not like this. Your world needs to change. If I am to be satisfied with your existence, we need to come to some sort of an agreement of how this city should be run if I am to permit your existence.
There are many who desire a new management for different reasons.
Well, I can give you this, you three, and you think about this very, very, very closely. We will take the fall for the murder that happened this evening. I'll make sure of it. We will do this quickly. I need only do one phone call and it is done. It will show you the reach and the power we have at the minute. I know I cannot be rid of you and your kind, but what I can do is be a part of how you get to live your own life in this city. You choose the ones you want to keep. You meet us at the table and discuss the city's construct and rules of the future. I will not waver on this.
And here I thought you just wanted a guided tour at the Velvet Rope.
You see, Kitty Cat, she looks like a bit distressed. And Trixie looks like, oh, I don't like this.
I understand your desires and sentiments. That's a caveat, though. Your influence in shaping such a future.
And we're not going to do it overnight, and this will be very covert, Christopher.
Exactly. It cannot come out. It cannot come out.
Because then the city will burn, and innocent humans will be the only ones losing on this. I do not care for your unnatural existence. Don't misunderstand my intentions.
Oh, I do not.
I will work with you to heal the city. I will accept a cancerous bile if it's contained. I do not want whatever you are to spread.
But it must be done delicately, because it is not merely enough to remove or change the old god. One must make sure that the right are stand ready to take over.
There's a lot of this that is not my concern, because I will leave it on you, and you will be punished or suffer the consequences if it isn't up to what we agreed upon and the standard it should be. Before I make that call and before we shake hands on this, I'll leave you three to talk for a minute. I know it's a lot to get a new master in one night. He turns on his heel, and you see Kitty, cow, please, we talked.
Does he believe that vampires are only in Boston?
Something tells me he knows that not the case.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that he deems Boston his problem, not the world.
Yeah. But the problem is that if we take out all the shite he doesn't want, others will take those fuckers' place. Maybe it's others from Europe, maybe it's others from Seattle or Mexico or New York.
No, you see,
Diddly Boing of Idaho.
There's a possibility there. Because if everything falls apart, in part due to outsiders coming in, the argument that those left behind must be allowed to rebuild is strong. And if it costs the fall of certain people, surely anyone else would think twice about importing.
But you all understand what he is literally saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite murderous, what he's saying.
Give me... Yeah. Line them up and he will shoot.
Send the sacrifice lambs to the slaughter and thin the herd of the worst of the worst and leave the rest to, well, walk a very tight line.
That is exactly what he said. He's not playing. This is not, oh, you guys are good guys, I'll give you a break. He's, you guys are shit. This is what I want.
Okay, what a problem is I see is, if we cannot stop this enemy from fulfilling its plans, the city will tear itself to pieces no matter what.
Yeah.
The outcome will be worse, more lives will be lost. I'm sure we will be doomed, which is one thing. I fear that Trixie might be swallowed whole. And not to mention all the innocent lives of humans, civilians, that will go down in flames. Even if we stop, someone will manage to stop this hidden enemy. I do fear that there are other elements so angered and so full of rage over slights or perceived slights that they might very well try to light the flames themselves if someone else doesn't. The question is what we are willing to live with. And let us not hide the fact that this is also about our own lives. We will not be left unrewarded in one sense. It will benefit us as well. We can be as...
It's a gamble either way. Either way.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee of success, is it?
Even if we win.
It's
Shiv is very quiet. You boys have been talking again.
like a game of Mikado. If you pull the wrong stick, everything comes tumbling down.
No, you're thinking about Jenga.
Oh, well.
Shiv hasn't really noticed as you're standing there. Trixie has slipped her little hand into yours.
What say you, Shiv? Once again, this is not a decision for one or two, but for all.
It's true.
Just exchanging one devil for another. And I have to be completely honest, this is your world. This is not mine. I don't care who falls on the sword for this, as long as it is done. I have not many feelings towards the rest of them.
You want your vengeance.
Call it what you want. I do
I'd
love
like
the
to call
fact
it-
that we're making a deal with someone who seemingly loves humans, seemingly knows what happens to humans,
He's equal
And yes,
monster himself.
do not care when humans fall into this world.
Oh, to...
But he is a devil that we can deal with it for another time.
Yeah, or if everything else fails, we can outlive him. He's mortal.
Yeah.
He's got age.
Yeah. My fear is not... Well, the immediate problem is this night. To survive this night, not end up... If we do believe him, if we believe his visions, if he's telling the truth, losing our heads for a crime we did not commit instead of losing our heads for the crime we did commit. I'm troubled to see any other way out for us.
At this point, I think he's the lesser of two evils.
It's up to you, Chris. This game is yours.
Yes, but I want you to understand fully what it will entail.
I understand what it entails.
Something tells me that if we cannot deliver on this deal, it's not just a pointed stick and a sword we should be worried about. Why would he trust our words? Simply our words. No. It's becoming increasingly clear to me that this world is filled with powers or magic, if you like, of which we know very, very little.
Is it wrong to say that makes me curious?
No, I wouldn't say it was wrong. Just remember that sometimes curiosity is a good thing. It leads to new discoveries. It can keep you alive. It'll sharpen the senses. Other times it puts you in a bag and throws you in the river.
Well, you never know until you go poking.
But if we do this, we will be walking a very dangerous path. We've already...
It's
enough
treason.
Yeah,
It's treason.
I mean, we already have enough secrets and violations of our kind's laws
I
to
don't
have
think we're going to be more dead if this comes to light than what already has transpired.
No, more death might be more painful, though.
You literally, guys, have been jumping through like death hoops since you've been in brains. Yep. It's like, jump, jump.
I'll just like lift my shirt.
At the very least.
Well, death becomes you. No, it doesn't. Or maybe it does.
If we shall.
It, so Trixie sees it.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
I did.
Oh, you got a boo boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine.
A kitty cat got one hand.
It was a gift from Aidan.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Warm hands.
Sorry, yeah, did you say what? Warm hands?
Kitty cat's got warm hands. She makes boo-boos better.
Live and learn, eh? Live and learn.
I just look at Tracy strangely.
She can fix you. She nice. Kitty cat's nice.
Oh, yes.
And what will this cost me?
Nothing. She's not like callous, little strict. You know, he's like, I'm so bad. But he's just sad because the bad man took his family. Like the bad man took my family.
He took ours as well. It's his fault that.
Let's fuck up the bad man.
And internally, Chris is thinking, well, that would be vengeance and the potential to join the houses as Miss Masters wanted. Of course, not quite how she wanted, but the devil's in the detail, isn't it? Are you united houses? You exterminated the houses.
United in death.
Potato, tomato.
Yeah.
I don't want to owe anyone anything, Trixie.
But she's not like that. I can tell you have a boo-boo. She runs off.
If for what it's worth, when I did drive her away, she did seem generally worried about us for some obscure reason. I mean, one of our had already shot her in the stomach and we'd kidnapped her and interrogated her, and still she bore no anger towards us. God knows how anyone can do that.
I'm not afraid of her. It's not it.
Oh, the Calfucker is he's a character. But we'll deal with him later. We'll take one battle at a time. Or one bottle.
See, Kitty Cat comes back with Trixie and says, I'm not sure if you're done, but she just pulled me over. And
I believe Trixie is a bit worried for our friend Siobhan here, who's suffered a bit of a an injury. She got a bit.
You harmed?
She was used as a shoe toy.
Sure.
Do you mind?
Okay.
As she walks towards you, you feel a warmth coming off her. And the same like feeling when you almost like I don't know, I think that was Sean. Yeah, he saw the humanity.
Yeah.
As you're walking towards you, it's almost like you feel something extremely warm and peaceful, like you feel at ease. It's almost like you've been walking through a desert for a very long time, and someone says, "Here's a glass of water. Sit, relax," and you feel so safe. She puts a gentle hand on your shoulder, and she answers like, "Is this okay? It might feel strange." It's a good thing I know all the hunter powers by heart.
Oh, I accidentally used cleave instead.
No. You feel a powerful essence, and it's almost like she breathes. And as she does so, you feel a warm surge through your body, and for a minute you could feel your heart go gum gum, gum gum, and that freaks you out. You felt like a blush in your cheeks, and you felt like you snapped for air. And as soon as that's happened, she stumbles back, and it's like you should be fine in a few hours.
Did we see her blush and breathe?
Yeah, she's like shh.
Because I remember I got a singe with that feeling, not as strongly as Sean did back in the but Christopher got the same as well. It's that sudden feeling of being mortal again, human. And when he sees that in Shiv, he's like, first he's like seeing her alive again. It's like happy or like joyous to see that, and then as it goes away and it just underscores what she has become, it's like
she taps you on the hand, and then she passes Sean, and she looks up at you. I tried to get to you before this happened. I'm sorry.
Shit happens. We don't always get to choose our fate.
No.
We just deal with the outcome.
I'll go get Cal.
Go get Cal.
I think Shiv is just actually getting quite emotional, and so and I don't want them to. Well, not them, but so I'm just turning away, and I'm just walking a little away from the rest. And I guess maybe I'll sit down. I don't know.
Poor baby.
Chris looks after her as she walks, and then
God damn. So unfair.
he was the best of us.
Was the opposite.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're all
Still
dead.
is.
I mean, Chris has embraced his nature. Doesn't mean he technically doesn't really disagree with large sense disagree with the designation that they are.
Kitty Cat comes back with Cal, and again he has a expression that's not annoyed, but it's intense. It's very intense. And you very, very clearly feel that he has no love or like for you.
Yeah, and he's not afraid of pushing people's buttons either, I guess.
Nope.
He lets you know it.
Yep. So where are we?
At an underpass.
At an
Good
impasse.
observation skills.
Mm-hmm. SMRT.
Promising.
I believe we have little other choice than to put our faith in each other.
We're doing this then.
Let's do this. Let's
So
run
we
with
have
those
way of doing
horses.
this. He takes up a piece of a necklace. I've borrowed this for certain situations. It's not mine. Kitty Cat lets me borrow it when I need it. It's not a natural power for me, but a friend taught me how to do this. For you to protect it and understand that we are in alignment, I need to mark you with a hunter code. One of you. I don't care which one.
I can always get another tattoo.
Yeah, you can call it that.
I give him my arm. My left hand.
You see, he focuses, and the thing goes not hot, like natural hot, but hot in a different way. Sorry, an alliance. Well, not really. I'm just gonna make sure you do no more fucking harm than like extremely necessary. And you're useful to me, so I don't want any other hunters to off you. He puts it to your skin and it burns.
I think I'm going to roll a willpower just to see if I can take
this
it on
This is
the
just
chin.
Cal being a dick.
Yeah, Cal is a dick.
It's just, I want to burn that motherfucker because they're my bitches.
I don't know. I'm perfectly honestly. I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming a certain ex-cop and his bloody deals.
4 successes.
It's a supernatural pain because you don't feel pain like that. It feels like it's almost like he's done something to you.
No, I stared directly into his eyes.
Yeah, and he's like doing unnecessary harm. You won't do that, will you? And you feel like, nope, it's not something I want to do.
No, but I only do necessary harm. All the harm I've done, it's been necessary.
No, but you feel it's like this is agreeable, but it feels like it's like he's speaking in a weird way that you feel like, fuck, I can't really do unnecessary harm. Hey, you've been branded.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, good. I'll make the phone call. I'll make sure that kabobble of the murder or whatever the hell you guys want to call it is pinned on us. My other hunters are ready to go.
As far as concerned, as far as us concerned, this might take the focus of us, but it's well known that we already had one, well, let's call it attack, a little kerfuffle on the. At certain point, if people start or vampires start falling left and right to your kind, a few narrows escape from our part might be necessary as well, but we'll talk about that.
I'm not worried for our safety at the minute. You lot know too little. He smirks.
Well, let's hope your little phone call will change the future then, so your vision does not come true.
Let's hope, shall we?
One thing before we leave. You take it upon yourself, you say, to protect the innocent from the dangers of, what did you call it, the supernatural? There was an incident, surely you must have heard of it, of a halfway house.
Yes.
We believe this was the work of our common enemy.
I can tell you it was.
It was used to frame one of our kind and cause his death. Do you have any information on what transpired there that evening? We have been trying to unearth whatever we can, but we keep hitting a dead end.
He looks at Trixie. She knows. I'm not even sure you guys understand what she is, do you?
No idea.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. It seems so corny coming from the likes of me. But I know what I need to know. She's a friend.
She is. He actually says that. She is a friend. She's a good friend. If you ask her nicely, she might show you what she knows. She has the gift of the sight. You see, I need no more information that I know that it was our common enemy that did it. If you need more information, a lot of that is stuck in her little mind. Little, wrong choice of words. Her vast mind.
It's not necessarily only for ourselves, but it will help us. It might help us in our common goal, to put it like that.
Ask her.
We will. Much obliged.
We'll stay in touch. I'll give you a minute to gather yourselves after this night. And then we will have a little meeting of the moves and the path that will come next.
Is Kitty Cat standing there?
Yeah.
Fine. Until we see each other again, then.
Take out my wallet. And I take out a photo of Angela. I have in my wallet, and I go over to Kitty Cat. If I don't get out of this alive, could you please keep an eye on this one? And I give her a photo of her.
Sure. Of course I can.
She has a way of getting in trouble.
Not to worry.
Good.
All right then, he says. I've got a phone call to make. You should probably go and sit pretty. And hopefully your heads are going to be on your shoulders tomorrow night.
I hope so. I've grown sort of attached to it. Be seeing you. And as I walk to leave, I walk over to Kitty Cat and slip her a piece of paper with a phone number on.
She takes it.
And before they leave, just because we heard her referred to as Kitty Cat, right? We know her, that name. But I seem to recall that Trixie used another name. Not for her, but talked about someone who lost someone, or someone who had been lost, another name. Mm-hmm. Grace. Is that correct? Do I remember correctly?
Yeah, Grace. Yeah, you remember that name has been referred. Yeah. Are you sure you want to say that now?
No. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if I remember that right.
Cal is going to turn on his heel and lose his shit.
Oh yeah, no. It's more what I'm going to ask Trixie about later. Yeah. And I say, take care. And I mean it. Oh, and buy body armor.
They start their dodgy, creepy serial killer van and drive off.
Okay, it seems as the chessboard has gone from Monopoly
to checkers.
Yeah, or ropes and ladders. Nooses and ladders, maybe. I don't know. You're right, Shiv.
Yeah, I'm just standing and waiting at the car, I think.
Let's get back as fast as we can and as unseen as we can. Trixie?
Yes?
Let's go.
As fast as we can.
Get back in.
She's hovering a lot around Shiv.
Naturally.
1, 2,
She
3,
was just-
4, 5, 6 successes.
She was just was reminded of the humanity that she desperately wanted to keep. So yeah, she's not a happy puppy right now. She rarely is, but right now, more. Yeah.
Do you know there's powers where you can like actually body snatch?
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
I
gonna
roll
look
a
like an
six,
emotional.
I'm going to be a
Getting
drug
home
addict.
as
That's what I'm
fast as
going
possible.
to be.
You're gonna be like that one in What We Do in the Shadows.
No.
Psychic vampire.
Give me your heartbeat.
Love it. You drive back.
Yeah, fast as fuck.
Quietness for a minute in the car.
Only the sound of the engine.
Probably
And the
not
rain.
probably not the best place for the kind of conversation one might want to have.
You get back to the garage, get in. You don't really feel like you're being pried or looked upon.
I think we circled the block a few times.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. Turn off the lights.
And one by one slip in. Once we get inside without any problems when any last. Chris is gonna stop for a second, put his arm on Shiv's shoulder. If you need to ask her something, ask her. I believe he told the truth that she might have answers you want or need.
Shiv was not privy to that conversation, but sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. Talks to her. Apparently, it seems that Trixie has the gift as well.
Yeah, I know she does. Oh, well, I suspected.
Ask her calmly and nicely. Whatever you might need answers for. I can't explain this, but I saw something tonight that I don't know what to believe, but maybe you might have some of the answers you want, and maybe she can be the one to help you get them.
I feel like I've tried so many times. I don't know if I'm not getting through.
But are you really pushing?
You might be too nice. Then she might have a point there.
Yeah.
Think about it. I just gotta check a thing. And I'm gonna go back to the back door to see if anything has happened with the bottle I left there, if it's still standing. Has it fallen and broken?
Oh, no, it's still there.
Well, so no one's got in that way at the very least. Well, back to the others. Well, Shiv isn't going to be the one that's going to be pushing. Chris might be the asshole.
I mean, I tried to fucking invade her goddess, whatever, and almost making a poor girl cry, so I don't know.
Yeah, but did you really push, though? The moment of little waterworks, it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Defense mechanism of a creature.
Yeah, that's...
And it works.
Mm-hmm. Listen, someone desperately trying to be a good person.
The sort of comes to you as well, Sean. How important is it to know what really happened that night?
For our own sake?
For our own sake. For the sake of convincing the right people to believe it, and I guess you have a personal vested interest as well.
Thunder and lightning outside, and the rain pours hard. As he talks about this, pushing something, maybe opening up a Pandora's box. Trixie happily bouncing around, looking for bubbles up the nose, blissfully ignorant.
I'm just looking at the boys and trying to figure out if they're scheming or if they're planning or what they're doing.
Now you see Sean in deep thoughts.
You see, Chef, she might know the truth of what happened the night at the halfway house.
I'm sure she knows many things.
Because, well, we still don't know exactly how Dean was framed.
We have no idea.
Trixie?
Yeah?
Come here. Sit down. And I'll just tap the...
She jumps.
There
with
is
her
a
feet.
chair. Old chair,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, there's a big couch. You've been on it.
Yeah.
Plenty. She jumps and sits beside you. Yes. Hi. Are you okay? Your damage is mysteriously healed.
All of it?
Yeah, because, yeah.
Mama rolled good. Thank
Mama
you.
rolled good, and the level of whatever the hell she is, I'm not even going to say what she is because she got Grace's powers.
Yep. Good job, Grace. No.
Kitty Cat is a bit of a hunter phenomenon.
Well, she is the chosen one.
Trixie, I know that you don't want to talk about the past. At least that's not my impression. Or do you?
A minute ago, I was bouncing over there, and
Yeah. You know, the night when Dean was framed. The halfway house. Where we were outside.
yeah, the bad,
And
bad place, yeah.
I don't remember. I mean, I saw flashes of JJ, of Aidan there. What did you see?
I don't know.
You sure?
I'm wearing an overall.
Yeah, right now you are.
Yeah. She looks concerned and her eyes dot. I don't know.
We just want to find out what happened to Dean. And I think you know more than you want to tell.
Dead.
Yes. And we want to punish those who did him harm.
Dean dead.
Who did that? What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like it. We have our new family now. We're okay. We're
not
so
okay, Trixie. We are not okay.
She starts bobbing her head. I don't know.
Trixie, if we don't find out, there is a big risk of this family too being ripped apart. I'm afraid. Shiv is afraid.
Even Chris is.
Yeah, he tries not to show it, but we know he's afraid.
She starts walking back and forwards. I don't like it. When the other voices come.
We don't like it either. But we want to keep this family together and safe.
Her head tilts forwards, and when it tilts back, her hair looks longer and she looks a little bit taller. So much noise from the past. It's difficult to see what was real and what was a dream. I am only privy to parts of it. Through the shadowy veil of time. Dean did not murder the innocents.
Who did?
She grabs your hand and looks at you. The eye color is a little bit different. Aidan did not.
Thank you.
But Aidan betrayed.
You said as much. The night when I died.
And as you see, she's so twitchy. I'm not privy. And then it was like her head tilts forward and she's saying, I don't like this, what's going on? Who's talking?
Is someone else privy?
Who's talking? I don't like this. Can I go home now? I don't like it. Can I go to the other place? I'm just gonna go to the other place.
Trixie.
What?
It's really, really, really important. I know you don't like it. We're running out of time.
It's noisy. I don't like it when she comes.
I will give you champagne bubbles and you can sleep in my bed tonight. Anything, Trixie.
We'll be right here with you, Trixie. We'll be right here with you all the way.
But I'm not here if she comes.
No, but when you come back, we're still here.
Well, I don't know if I will come back. Don't decide that.
Of course you will come back. You're important for the story.
Is there nothing here that you can focus on when you do want to come back?
I can hold my hand.
I'll hold her hand.
Then ask call for. I won't fight this time.
You're so brave.
What was it?
She looks so sad. Her eyes are watering. You see a little red tear.
I don't know what Aidan asked of you, but I think he asked you to sleep, right? Is it like sleeping? No. But we would really like to speak to the goddess.
You feel a convulsion go through her. You see her head tilts back. And when it unnaturally, quickly, almost like a whiplash, shakes forward, you see when all of the curls, the color disappears of the purple and the green, all of that disappears and it turns into a more semi-blonde, like story blonde, and all the hair almost like falls to the ground. And she flips her head back. It's almost like she has a halo of little flowers in her hair that weren't there before. And she looks grown, full female. She looks like a cleric. Yeah, you need a cleric. She looks like what are the in England with the
druids?
Oh, the druid.
Like a druid. Yeah, she looks like a druid. She's taller, much taller. It is almost like this weird backlight that isn't there for some mysterious reason. She feels like she's glowy. Yeah.
Is there fireflies? No.
And I want everybody actually like to do a rouse check because it is freaky.
8.
8.
7.
Yeah. The blood inside of all of you is shooken by this. And you are like very young canines. You feel unsure about this creature.
I actually think I take a knee.
Yeah, you feel like you're staring into something really fucking old.
Yeah, I remember Aidan kneeling in front of her. I mean, I'm still holding her hand though, but I can probably move.
Well, when in Rome, if the other two kneels, one must kneel as well.
Yeah, she gets up, still holding your hand. She touches your forehead. Just ever so gently. Like, almost like acknowledging, like... And she looks at you and it's like, you called for me. Why do you disturb my slumber? This is not my time and this is not my place.
I I do apologize for, calling you. But we are in grave danger, and Aidan told me to find you.
The sweet boy. The lover. She looks down at you again, and it's almost like it's like the Galadriel thing again. It's very much like you feel like looking at something really fucking old.
Mm.
He sacrificed everything for you, love.
But why? It makes no sense. None of that night makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. He had to make a choice, and someone had to be sacrificed, and he chose you.
Why was there a sacrifice? Who did this to him?
The vile one deemed it so.
Where do we find this vile one?
He's made a little burrow for him and the snake. Yes, he did betray the lovers. But he did it to save you.
How?
What did he do to them? Yes, how did he betray them? Did he help him?
He helped him accommodate the betrayal.
Okay.
Sweet Aidan, the poet and the lover. He figured only Dean would fall, and that was a fair trade. He didn't gamble on Ophelia's devotion.
The trade you speak of.
Your life was threatened. Do the dirty deed. Frame Dean. Or your life would just cease. He traded them or him for you.
So because of my connection or his feelings, all of this transpired?
Oh, sweet thing, this is old. And Aidan was just another tool for the Dark One to use.
And
Dean and Ophelia's story was written long, long time ago. They would end like the classical tales, as long as the vile one saw another night.
Were you there when the vile one was betrayed? In the old country?
I'm always here and I'm always not. And I cannot stay long. My time is long past, and I only visit when it's absolutely necessary. And I will leave now, just as quickly as I came. Because sweet Trixie, it's her time and it's not mine.
Who are you?
I'm just an old thing that lives in the shadows. And this world is not for me.
Can you give us a final... Who is the vile one?
The villain of this story. That is who you're asking for, right?
Yes.
You know him by one name, but he is more than one. He's dual. He's not here or there. He's halfway into the world. But he has a title. And the title he uses is Duke.
I thank you.
She leans into you and she kisses your forehead. He's still here, child. It isn't over.
And I look up at her.
She says, as you see, she smiles with compassion and love. She's like, it's not over. And you feel like you're just looking into the eyes of the divine, and you like your heart swells. If you have goosebumps, that would like your hairs would stand straight up, and you know it's the truth what she's saying. And you see her head flicks back, and you see the hair like almost like a short and curly and full of colors, and you see Trixie is like, I don't feel okay. Where did I go? Where's Dad? She looks scared. Where's Dad?
I don't know, Trixie, but I can take you to him if you tell me where to find him.
I don't know what's up or down. She just grabs onto you.
Yeah.
You want some bubbles?
I'll just hold her.
And she's like, no. She just like nestles her face into your neck.
I'll just hold her. Stroke her head and just hold her.
You've looked at something so fucking old, it's scary. Whatever that thing is either very smart or dangerous or both.
Both.
I'm gonna go with both.
Yep.
I look towards Sean and like look at Shiv and Trixie and I like. Give him a hug as well. He sort of looks like
you want a hug, Chris?
Well, I give a hug. I was pointing at Trixie. Like,
yeah, you feel a lot of stuff has gone down in these days, and maybe the hunters have bought you time. Maybe they haven't. Time will tell. Maybe now you know who the big bad villain is. Maybe you don't. But the information you have now might just crack everything wide open as you move forwards.
Certainly seems like
knowledge is power.
Yes, and her gamble that even if we knew who the villain was before this, we were right and we did not know who he is. He wears more than one Edgar suit, that little shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, like, Marianne, I have, like, this has nothing to do with anything, so just, like, don't blame me, I'm stupid, but I have Alexander's name in my head. This entire thing, I don't know why. I have no clue. It makes no sense.
I love that. And I think this is a beautiful spot to end this episode because it was a beautiful emotional. I don't know where to take us from that point, but I know next time. But right now, I think this is a beautiful spot to just leave that because that was a good scene to leave that episode on. Yeah.
A lot of information.
A lot of information. A lot of stuff has happened, and yeah.
I think my mind got boggled.
I think everybody's mind got boggled.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nights. Again, I say this every time. The night is about to change. Yeah, but the night is literally.
It has changed like literally a million times already.
Yeah, but not. Well, soon it will change into day, and then it will change into night again. So yes.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting now because like now these younglings, these fledglings, are actually in a great position of influencing the city.
Yeah, how smart is that?
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting from a storyteller point of view. It's like it's giving it's throwing a monkey wrench in and seeing how these younglings would. How is their future?
Yeah.
What do they want with the city? It's a very weird marriage with the hunters and the possibilities and wherever the villains are gonna do. It's.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's this kind of marriage or if it's this kind of marriage.
I don't know. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's interesting.
One has some names.
What
There's
is
a
it, the
man
famous Chris list?
going round taking names.
Is he whistling? No.
Looked at me
We
funny.
actually had 2 episodes, I think, last one and this one for one night. It's crazy. That's not going to happen all the time, but this happened now. So, but anyways, thank you everyone for watching, your comments and likes and all that stuff. We love it, we love it, we love it. And your theories about the villain, I'll take it. I'm interested. I'm here for
And
it.
it doesn't have to be as stupid as mine. Please.
It's not stupid. It's fascinating. I'm here for it. And yeah, stay safe.
Stay
love
sane.
You guys. Stay sane. And thank you, my players, because you guys are kick-ass. And we'll see you in a couple of days.
Yes, we will.
Bye.
Ooh.
Done.
Holy shit, Katrina.
Hej då.
Alltså, ja, det är